Hey there, welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about a few things that you can try that will absolutely help you on your grieving journey or your healing journey, whatever you want to call it. And I'm gonna go straight to the point. The first thing you might want to try, I didn't do this personally in the beginning of my grieving journey, but I'm doing it now and it feels amazing. And it is kombucha. Okay, before you say what has kombucha got to do with my feelings or whatever is going on with me right now, let me go straight. Let me tell you. So, kombucha is this tea, this fermented tea made from a colony of bacteria, and it's usually cooked from tea, though some people make it with coffee. And what is amazing about this is, our gut health depends on the amount of good bacteria that we have. We need to have a lot more good bacteria than the bad bacteria. We also know that our mental health, emotional stability is connected to our gut health. So if you don't have enough good bacteria in your digestive tract, you're not going to feel good. And you're already not feeling good, adding on top of the not feeling good state coming from your digestive tract. So you definitely will benefit from making kombucha because it's actually a probiotic. And I heard this spiritual teacher say once that sometimes people feel lonely and depressed. It just has to do with the fact that they don't have enough friends, bacteria inside of the digestive tract. Of course, I'm not saying that if you make kombucha, you're never going to feel bad anymore. You're never going to have these waves of strong emotions that like pick you and throw you somewhere else. That's not what I'm saying. But it's going to make your journey a lot easier. It's going to give you the strength to move through those emotions. Personally, what I felt since I started drinking kombucha is I feel very happy when I drink kombucha. These emotions are still present, and I don't try to not feel them, but it's a lot easier to navigate the things I'm feeling. Plus, when I started brewing kombucha myself about a month ago with my mom, oh my goodness, it's the best feeling ever. I can't even explain it. It's just so weird. Like, you just feel so. I just felt so good. Let me not say you because you might not get the same feeling. You'll definitely feel good from drinking it, but making it just makes you proud, which leads me to my second point, which is trying something new, which probably is the reason for so much joy that I experience making kombucha because you feel proud, your brain expands because you're trying something that you've never done before, and it will have an impact as well on your emotional health. It's something that I cannot recommend enough that you do. If, of course, not if you're in on your first how do you call it, in stage one of grief, like if someone has just died, those tips don't make sense. Of course, you should drink kombucha because gut health is very important and it will help you. That's the only thing that I can, one of the only things that I can say about stage one, and walking in nature, of course, which is another point that I'm going to talk about. But trying something new in stage one doesn't make much sense because what you're feeling is so overwhelming. It's taking so much of your energy. It's not the time for that. But once you're in stage two or three, depending on how you feel, you will know when you're ready, like to start something new. You will have the energy for it. You have the inspiration for it as well. And if you do that, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna help you a lot. It's gonna focus you on something else in a way. It's really strange. In a way that helps you, brings new perspective to the things that you have. That's the only way I can put it. It's my experience. So it's kind of hard to put in words, but yeah, I hope it makes sense. So my third point is meditation. Yeah, meditation. I know it's been talked about so much, but it is amazing. It truly is. It's not crazy. It is not weird. It is not, I don't know what do people say meditation is again, but it's amazing. I can truly say today, almost 5 years later, that meditation, I have tears, like, oh my God, meditation saved my life when my brother died. I didn't discover it immediately, but a short time after. Actually, I already knew about meditation, but I had never really been able to like really sit down and try it for more than 5 minutes. So I never really saw the benefits of it. But once I really started being serious about it and um, really sitting and having the patience with myself to like be moving, be restless, and try again the next day and the next day and the next day, I started feeling something really interesting. Ferme la porte, s'il te plaît. I started feeling something really interesting. I started feeling good in a weird way. I couldn't explain why, but I was just so happy. And not happy like crazy happy, but I was peaceful. Maybe that's the better word. I was peaceful. I had a better perspective about my life. I was a lot more introspective. It gave me more insight about death, and I know everyone's experience is going to be different, but I know for sure that if you meditate, if you grant yourself the permission or the opportunity to be able to meditate consistently for at least 15 days, you will feel something. And everyone will feel something different, but you will feel something, and you're not gonna let it go. And when you stop meditating, you feel it. You feel it. You just feel that something is off with you, that you missed something. And you don't have to meditate for an hour. God, no, I can't. 15 minutes is highly sufficient. 15 to 20 minutes. And you might want to do it twice a day. If you can, once a day. In the morning is best before you look at your damn phone. Yeah, and that's what I'm going to say about it. So my last point is going to be about walking in nature. This is something that, as logical as it sounds to me right now, I didn't know. I really didn't know. I didn't grow up in a place where we took walks in nature that often, and it didn't occur to me that, okay, if I'm feeling bad and emotions are overwhelming me, I can just go out and take a walk. It never occurred to me until my brother died, and I was staying with a friends of my family in Germany, and the lady, she like had me move out, like move out of the house to take a walk with her, of course. And when we came back, I noticed how different I felt from when we had just left, from when we left an hour before. And I was feeling really, really bad because it was less than 2 days since my brother had died. No, it was about two or 3 days since my brother had died. And I was feeling horrible. Horrible is an understatement. It's not enough. It's not enough of a word to be able to describe what I was feeling. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, when I came back, I noticed something. And the next time we went on a walk again, it was about an hour or so. I noticed the same feeling again. And then I noticed I have the same feelings when I go out and water the flowers, even if it's just 20 minutes that it takes me to like water the flowers. There's something about being connected with nature that heals us. We're meant to be in nature. And now I always make sure that I take a walk very, very regularly, because it does so much good to my soul, to my mental health, and for my daughter as well, who you can see walking, moving around behind me. Because if I'm not well, I'm not going to be a good mom for her. It's impossible. So it's one thing that I would highly, highly recommend. Even if you're in stage 1 and you just lost someone, take a walk. Of course, if you're suicidal, have somebody go with you, not so that you don't get inspired to jump on a car or something. Yeah. So, but taking a walk, I don't think you can even commit suicide if you're outside in nature. I don't think it's possible, but I don't know. Yeah, take a walk. take a walk. These are the most important. Like, take a walk, drink kombucha, unpasteurized, unfiltered kombucha. So make it yourself. It's not that hard. I can make a video on that if you're interested, but I would just say if you don't have the colony, it's gooey. I think it looks like a placenta. It's not red, but it has the feel of a placenta to me, and it's a little bit weird to touch. But once you touch it, like, you get used to it. You don't. People say it's hard to find. Yeah, it's hard to find. You need to know someone who brews kombucha at home. But what you can do is buy a bottle of raw, unfiltered kombucha. No, not raw. Unfiltered, unpasteurized kombucha. I guess that makes that raw. Yeah, because when it's pasteurized, the good bacteria has all been killed. So it doesn't make any sense to drink it in any way. So you just have to brew some tea, some black tea. I think it works with coffee as well, but I haven't experienced that yet. I know how to do it with tea. Black tea. You brew some black tea, and then a good amount, like 3 liters at least, so it makes sense. And then you pour once it's cooled down, because it's as sensitive as yogurt when you're making yogurt, if you know about that, but it needs to be lukewarm. You pour your bottle of kombucha. You don't need to pour all of it, like half of it, or you can pour all of it, and then you leave it for 3 weeks. After 2 weeks, you're going to notice a white, I don't know how to call it, the white colony forming on top of the container that you used. And after 3 weeks, it's going to be a lot bigger and a lot thicker. And then you have your colony. And this colony, you just have to put it in a glass container. And if you fill that with some tea in it, and if it's over fermenting if you're not using it, if you're not brewing any kombucha, you just need to add some water just to like cool it up a little bit. And yeah, then you have your colony, and you can share with your friends. Just a little bit, and it grows every time you brew it. It grows and covers the container. It's so interesting. It's fascinating. You need to try this. And yeah, let me know. So, let me know what you thought about these tips that I share with you. This is my intention that you'll find at least one of them that is going to be beneficial to you. And yeah, I wish you well. This journey is not easy. Let no one lie to you. It is not easy, but it gets easier. You learn to live with it, and it does get easier a little bit. It does. You learn to live with it, and it gets easier. Yeah, and I'm sorry if I'm looking on all sides. Like, I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking. I'll watch the video, and then I'll learn for next time. Yeah, so until next time. Bye-bye.